Please, people should leave the governor alone. He is powerless. He can't do anything. Tinubu should do his responsibility and stop shipping it to other people. When we came and Fulani we are quarreling in the river, did anybody tell Tinubu to impose state of emergency? Why didn't Tinubu say, Fulani, okay, go and look into that matter, settle it. Even when the man was trying to settle the matter, Tinubu wouldn't have it. Now look at what's going on in Benue. And he's now calling on the government. Look at hypocrisy here. Moses, look at with all this performance of Tinubu, I can no longer believe that the federal government hand is not what's going on in Benue State, and in fact, in all over the country. I am telling you, nobody can exonerate the federal government from Buhari to Tinubu. It's like there is something they entered into, and that will not be far from bloodbath. How can the federal government just be looking? Don't tell all this from other countries, not even Nigerians, because they have confirmed that these people are not Nigerians. So, what is your own government doing, for God's sake? So didn't know what happened in 1967. Right. Look at it happen. Look at it now. Look at it stand out in the face.
Barrister, I like the fact that you mentioned Buhari in this thing. So practically, it's more like what started from the Buhari era is continuing.
I'm telling you, yes.
So there is no break. But let's go back to the purported statement put out by the president himself, because it's coming from an official bat, and it says, "I have been briefed on the senseless bloodletting in Benue State." And it goes on to say, enough is enough. Enough is enough means this is not the first time that the president is getting to hear about it.
Yes.
And he also said, I have directed the security agencies to act decisively, arrest perpetrators of this evil act on all sides of the conflict.
Good.
So the president clearly understands that there is an ongoing conflict based on the statement put out here, except of the statement. Barrister, does it look like the president is hamstrung and that he's buck passing? He's trying to scapegoat the governor.
No.
Does it look like? Because if we understand that this thing started from the Buhari regime, and well, he said that he was going to continue from where Buhari stopped.
Exactly.
So does it look like his hands are tied? Because we see this thing happen from a particular group of people, and we all know what is going on now. They gang up against the president. Is he trying to play ball? Are we back to the Jonathan era and all of this? Barrister, can you help us untie some of these contradictions?
Yes, what I can read for what is going on is that there is a secrecy around this thing. This woman bloodbath, there is a secrecy around it. I don't know whether it is an oath or whatever that a government will allow the people to be slaughtered like this on several occasions, only for them to make statements. Can you compare what is going on in Benue and what happened in River that he imposed the state of emergency?
No, Barrister.
Those people that supported those state of emergency, where are they now? Where are they?
No, Barrister, I would like to get your opinion on this one. We're talking about reconciliation on this state. One is even there to reconcile. Nigeria as a nation, we have not have any reason to say that cattle rallying now is a major source of revenue generation in this country. We haven't heard anything about that, and we don't know whether is cattle rallying now a national business that now generates revenue for us, that we have to find a way to give lands to cattle rallying in Nigeria. Remember, what are we reconciling?
Please remember that Tinubu said he will settle this matter. And he created a cattle ranch or whatever. Even created a ministry headed by Jega. Is that not true? Please, my people, what happened to that ministry that Tinubu created? I told you here when he said that, I said, this thing will not resolve this matter because that is not the core of the matter. There is something these people are looking for. It's not your ranch. I said it here. Because people say, you don't only believe in Tinubu, you don't believe in AP, I know these people, they are playing pranks with us. There is no sincerity in whatever they are doing. What happened to that thing that Tinubu created to settle this matter? He's not even talking about it again. And when he did that, I told everyone who cared to listen that this will not solve the problem. Tinubu and Buhari knows what they did. They know what they are doing. This bloodbath cannot be for nothing. They should explain to us why they should allow Nigerian blood to be wasted in this manner. They should tell us. Because I don't see why this should continue from where Buhari talked to where Tinubu is now. Right. And you say you have a president who will not come and tell us we have already stopped insecurity, we have depleted Boko Haram, this and that.
All right,
and you know, just lip service. Look, I have said it here. Anybody who didn't know what happened in 1967 that caused the war, look at it now.
Okay, Barrister.
Look at it. After all, Babangida said it in his book that when Gowon could not stop the killing of the Igbos, that was what caused the war, the Biafran war. Look at it happening again. Look at it. Look at it happening again. Right, how can you continue to massacre people in this manner and you want them to follow their... The day these people will rise up now, you will see. The narrative will change.
Let me bring it to you now, Mr. Akinfo. We learned that the persons who were protesting the killings in their state, the fact that their brothers, their sisters, their children, their wives are being killed, were being dispersed using tear gas and all that. And one of the reasons for that was that they told them that they should go back to their homes, that everything is under control, saying that the IG is now on top of this particular case, and the governor of the state, Lling himself, provided the security personnel with all that they needed, including logistics and everything. Like my colleague Moses rightly pointed out, we learned also that the chief of army staff said he's moving his base to Benue State to help end the issue of killings that is happening in that state. Now, the Pope have talked about this killing. Alias said it's more like genocide. Some persons also have come up to say that this is more like ethnic cleansing. Some people are trying to take over the land belonging to Nigerians, and no one is doing anything or doing more enough to make sure it's being caught. Nigeria is moving already to that particular position where everybody is scared of becoming a country of particular concern, CPC. If this actually happened, Mr. Akin, where are we going to find ourselves? Remember that we're still seeking for foreign direct investment and all that, especially in this present administration. It's also more of our mantra. Where then lies Nigeria in the international space?
I think it's a woeful outlook, no doubt about that. And like I said, complete failure of government. I will not box myself into limiting this to Buhari, Tinubu. I think it's gone beyond Buhari, Tinubu. We've had slaughters, we've had this in governments before, in regimes before these two gentlemen. It's not taking them out of it. I think I will always remember my history. When I keep on saying that part of our problems is that we are different in all respects, and that we've not been able to resolve the leadership question. I remember Gumi, the father of the Gumi that we all know at this particular time, had vowed at one point in time, through their quote-unquote jihadists, that they were going to take the Quran from the Sahel in the north of Nigeria to dip it in the Atlantic Ocean. I am convinced that government, the people, terrorists, and that Nigeria is being invaded with a target in the Benue and Plateau, and perhaps will now extend to the rest of Nigeria.
Under whose watch? Obasanjo was in government between 1999 and 2007. Can you tell us, do you know the number of Nigerians that were slaughtered in cold blood?
Oh, no.
Under Buhari alone, the Punch newspaper in the editorial reported that 63,318 Nigerians were killed in the 8 years.
So what's your point?
So my point is now is that if you say that, look, that Gumi said that they were trying to dip the Quran into the ocean, at what point did this agenda manifest? Because we didn't clearly see it during the Obasanjo regime. We didn't see it under Yar'Adua. We didn't see it under Jonathan.
Okay.
When Jonathan made efforts to stop, we had the same people now say, look, you people are killing my people.
What I am saying,
okay,
and I am clear, and this is what I started by saying, that the present government led by Bola Ahmed Tinubu has failed woefully. I'm sure you heard that. But when I don't ask me that, what do I think? And I said, look, I'm going to have to extend it. If you said you didn't see it during Obasanjo, yes, in this kind of quantum. If you said you didn't see it under Yar'Adua or Jonathan, under this kind of quantum, I am tracing back to tell you and to tell Nigeria by conviction that we are being attacked seriously, like we started then, and gruesomely now, because some terrorists have decided that they were going to try and seize land that does not belong to them.
Are we going to attribute this particular attack or this particular killings to the issue that we have, or to the fact that we have Muslim ticket? Recall that Obasanjo made a statement in 2022 saying there's a part, there is also a call for total Islamization of Nigeria as a nation. Is that where we are getting to at this point in time? Recall the Muslim tickets that also surfaced, and it happened at this point in time, and yet the killings also are happening. No one is saying anything about that. People are saying, don't point your finger to a particular ethnic group or a particular people. Don't stereotype the killings. But we see it also play out and all that. Is that what we're getting to at this point in time?
What is happening is that you are shifting to even agree with some of the things I am saying in terms of my disagreement that it is the Muslim to get paid. No, it cannot be, because Muslims have also been slaughtered. Christians have been slaughtered. Those who are not aligned have been slaughtered. And I'm telling you, this problem goes a bit
much deeper, and it is about land acquisition and about terrorists. That our flanks are open, and this is where I will agree with Chukuma, that I know that during Buhari's regime, allegedly, we opened our flanks, and people started using the words that our cousins in Futajalon and all that, which again does not help the issue. So I do not think, I'm not convinced that it has something to do with the Muslim.
I was telling someone, I said, you step into some neighborhoods in America, some neighborhoods in Africa, or other, and you look around and say, what is wrong with our country? So some of our people, the other day I saw some people who are trying to run from Nigeria through, is it
Libya,
North Africa, Libya,
or something like that.
Morocco, that kind of desert. Plenty of them deported back. Some killed on the road. Some entered the boat. What kind of boat it is? Capsized in the water, died en masse. Some prefer to die than to remain in the country. Whatever is making, and our leaders don't care. One day I told God, what did we do as a nation to deserve this set of people? This from generation to generation. Moving about big man that is a generational burden, a cargo, a liability, a waste of space, irrelevant both in time and eternity. What is your relevance? Carrying big car, where nobody is touched by your life. What shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world? How much money will you take out of this world? And by the time you die and you enter that grave and appear in hellfire to roast for eternity, who will spend your money? Presidential allowance, all is in the pocket. Security vote, all is in the pocket. One person's gulping billions. How many rooms will you sleep in one night? How many cars will you drive at once? How many coffins will you be buried inside? And what does it matter, the price of your coffin? Just moving about, sitting as a burden over whole nations, as a blanket of misery over nations. But everybody is grumbling, including those who are driving them. Everybody is grumbling. But God will save us. God will deliver us. Amen. God will deliver us from this generation of cargoes. He will deliver us. Amen. Burden, human weight, mobile disaster. Other parts of the world, they have natural disaster. Hurricane, volcano, tsunami. In Africa, majorly we don't have. The disaster we have are people, human beings. Leadership disaster. ADLS. That's the disease. ADLS. Acquired disastrous leadership syndrome. It's acquired because it came. We're not born with it.
So guys, away from what is happening in Benue State, I just want us to take a look at reactions coming from Tinubu and Wike working together to build a new INEC headquarters. That has, sparked another wave of criticism. And I don't know, possibly Tinubu just wants to get the name that he built INEC headquarters. But the question remains, should that be the priority? Should that be prioritized? Looking at the way things are in Nigeria, people are hungry, there's no food. They are rather putting money in the wrong direction. They should use this money, pour it into the economy and boost the economy so that at least they will boost people's purchasing power. Today in Nigeria, people cannot eat, people are struggling, and the government of the day is just using the money the way they want. Anyway, guys, you all know that INEC is an independent body. Does Tinubu really, is he supposed to build this INEC headquarters? Or is there anything that they are trying to do? They want to influence the INEC? Like in last election, after the election, they said they were going to promote judges, increase their welfare, build houses. So they went ahead to do those things. So if somebody is thinking that Tinubu will go to court after next election will not win, you might be playing. Now, this person reacted to this news that Tinubu and Wike are building new INEC headquarters and said, there is nothing like democracy. This one, they are building new INEC for them. They will be answerable to him. INEC is going to be answerable to Tinubu because building a new INEC headquarters is like buying them. INEC is supposed to be an independent body, but in Nigeria, there's nothing like that. And this other person said, I pity Nigerians where they rant any mumu person name for 2027. You cancelled Ebele, Sai Baba, you dey shout Upandan. Anyway, this guy is just trying to say that he's pitying Nigerians that are so. These clowns, let me not use that word, but these politicians that enter APC since they got into power we cannot really see anything that APC has done for this country, honestly. They just keep teaching aspiring politicians the wrong way of leadership. This person say INEC delivered him. So it's not surprise. He feels compelled to defend the institution. You know, INEC delivered Tinubu to Nigerians. And that is why Nigeria is where it is today. And this other person said, this is the busy schedule he was yapping about. And he went ahead to say, meanwhile, they are mobilizing people to wear uniform to welcome who? Sorry, I have an incoming call. Just trying to. This is the busy schedule he was yapping about. Meanwhile, you know, Tinubu said he has a very big schedule, so he's going to like clear off some of his schedules before going to Benue State. This person is saying this is the busy schedule he was yapping about. Meanwhile, they are mobilizing people to wear uniform to welcome him to Benue tomorrow. Jonathan was very unlucky. Oh, Baba, this thing is really so touching. Can you imagine? Tinubu is mobilizing people to wear uniform for him. Hey, you see, everything is going to be politicized. Even the Benue people. Oh, God. INEC election and their results. See the kind of election that we spent billions of naira to do. This is the type of election Nigerians spend billions of naira to do. At the end of the day, we got nothing from it. You know? That is it. This is the INEC. Tinubu is rushing to build a new INEC headquarters as if there's anything good about INEC. And this person says, someone with busy schedule, Bola, you are a disgrace. And this other person says, in the midst of the death and misery, Tinubu is only interested in things that concern his 2027 re-election. This is to, take it to the bank. In 2027, even Professor Mahmood will be afraid to rig for Tinubu. Tinubu is just interested. You see, he didn't go to Benue. He's busy commissioning new INEC headquarters. Tinubu refused to go to Benue. Yet he's there commissioned. The death of Nigerians mean nothing to these people. I mean, it just means nothing to these politicians. I've not seen the kind of president that Nigeria has always had problem with leadership, you know. We've not really enjoyed leaders of this country because we've always got the wrong one, you know. This person said, Tinubu won't die well. This man is pure evil. You will beg for death and you won't see it. This person said, coming from a man who once said grab it, snatch it and run away with it. This other person said, now this one wanna say we leave Tinubu and announce another person in 2027. And this person said, Tinubu don't fuck up. This man this man should have cancelled this program and gone to Benue on Monday. Honestly, Tinubu is really, really disgracing himself. That people are quiet and Tinubu is busy, you know, commissioning INEC, whatever. This is really so sad. Another person said, INEC Nigeria is an independent institution. The National Assembly in Nigeria should have just approved the money for this project without any political tone. In a democratic setting, the president and other politicians have no business attending this event. Wow. This is powerful. Oh my God. This is powerful. This one says new headquarters, new INEC chairman, new budget cost this time. New budget cost this time around will be massive. Well, we hope this will help conduct an election. Everybody in Nigeria will be satisfied. And this person say, you lie. You bought them to be where you are. If you ever come back in 2027, then I know your juju on your Nigerian youth is really working. We say no to you, Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This person say if Tinubu comes back to 2027, you know that his juju is working. Oh my God. This person said, Nigeria, get ready for 2027. If you don't want to remain poor and watch your commonwealth get looted by old men who don't give a fuck about how you feel. This other person said, when you are building the what's it called again, the National Roads and Transport Workers, whatever, you know that name. They call it NURTW headquarters. Judiciary done. INEC done. He remained IGP's resident. Hey, Tinubu is going to build out for them. He has, oh, Papa. Old and hopeless criminal. Useless old fool. Brainless. Hey, I beg you push. You don't finish Tinubu on Twitter. I beg. I think I will just end it here. But see, it is wrong for Tinubu to start building a headquarter for INEC. We must call it spade a spade. It is wrong. Why is it that everything about Nigeria is always going the opposite direction? Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.